Okay. I think I'm live. I'm not sure. Well, if I'm live, welcome. If I'm not, who knows? Attempting to go live on YouTube for the first time. Not exactly sure where my link is. Not exactly sure. How do I even find this? Share? Can I share this? Is this my link? I believe this is my link. Okay. Let's tweet that. So if you are watching this and it's working, share. The plan is to ask the community for 10 questions for the devs. Now I have a lot of comments to get through, and this will be a YouTube stream, which means we need to keep it PG, nice and clean. And I think we're good. I think we're live. Now it is coming through on this. If I close this, I believe I can see chat. Close. Hey, Jose, why are you reading this? Bowels blasting Mimo. Hey guys, I think it's working. I think we are working. So today I just wanted to get from the community 10 questions for the Gears devs. I wanted to just see if anybody has anything that they've always wanted to ask the devs, and I wanted to do it before Operation 2 because Operation 2, basically Dana said that they'd be very busy, and I was going to wait until after Operation 2, but we'll just get some questions down. He might not even answer them, so I figured let's just get 10 questions out there. If he wants to answer them, or if Ryan wants to answer them, that's great. If they don't, well, I gave it a shot. So there we go. So I believe everything's working. I mean, obviously, if you follow and like you donate, that's not going to work. Well, it will work, but you'd have to follow on Twitch, whatever. That's by the by. I'm here for 10 questions. I think there's TTS working. I don't know how all this works. So yeah, normally I stream on Twitch, but I wanted to stream this on YouTube, so I get the YouTube community's views, because I've obviously got my Twitch views and people on Twitter, but this is just mainly for YouTubers. So, welcome. I'm just getting everything set up. I've not done this before on YouTube. I believe this is the post, okay. So I was thinking of breaking it down, like D-Generation X. I was thinking of breaking it down in such a way. I think I'm still live, right? Or am I not working? I think I'm live. Yeah, still live. I'm thinking of breaking it down into like 10 questions, two questions for like campaign, 2 for escape, 2 for like general things, 2 for quality of life changes, and then like 2 for multiplayer, or maybe some more for multiplayer, because I know most people like multiplayer based questions. Damn, I've got 19 viewers. This is more viewers than I've ever had on Twitch, basically. You getting ready for class? Here's one. Alright, so I appreciate everybody welcoming me. Absolutely love it. I'm going to ask you the questions, and then we'll try get them into some organized like list, I guess. So these are the questions I asked last time. I've got a few. I've got 77 comments. So you can tell me in the stream if you think these are good questions or these are bad. So the first one from Shiro. If you can't make gore, we'll kind of... Should we put them in like a tier list? And then at the end we'll sort them. So we'll just make a list of all the good questions and then we'll pick from them. If you can't make gore because of the development cost, then basically why have you spent development cost on bad skins and pride banners? I think that's a pretty good question, to be honest. That seems pretty sensible. So we'll do like ignore the scuffed setup. We'll do escape, horde, multiplayer, campaign, which I don't really care too much about campaign questions. General ideas. What should we say about that? And then maybe store, or should we say like content maybe? Okay. So here are some questions, and I'll write down all of the ones that are good, and then we can pick through them. Okay. And I'll reword them so they're a little bit better. But okay. So we'll take some questions from chat. It's working and the audio is good. Good image. I appreciate it. Here's one. Isaac, welcome. What are the devs doing to increase the player base on Gears 5? That's more of a general one. I would say they're probably just going to say we're always looking to improve the game. I imagine they're not going to answer specifically. We'll keep it though. I'm just going to copy and paste them and then we'll go through. Everyone knows the rules. Everyone knows the rules. Other question. Do they plan to add Beastman over, and now they don't plan to add that? They said that's like a judgment only thing. Nice to catch me live. Hey David. David Carlton, how's it going? Changes to deal with all of the quitters. I think they're addressing that. I think they should bring Wingman back. Are they planning to reduce the gib range and add distance to the Nasher? Like Ryan said, he ideally would do if the community didn't basically cry. That's basically what he said, isn't it? Will they ever change center screen aiming? Gears 5 feels like a complete sellout. Old school 06 player. And I've completely stopped playing Gears, and I never thought this day would come. This Gears feels like a Call of Duty type of game. So, I guess we'll continue to pick out some questions. Let me know if these are decent or not. I've seen this a few times here, so I'm going to write it again. Why would TC spend so much time tuning the competitive playlist in Gears of War 4 to near perfection, including player and pro feedback, only to scrap the entire thing? What was all this work for? Are there any plans to reintegrate the tuning into this game, or was this merely a stunt they pulled to satisfy the player base so they could continue to pump out re-skinned maps in Gears of War 4 and pass them off as new? Okay, I think I have to reword that one, but that got upvoted, so you can have a look at that. Call of Duty does it better. I've never really been into Call of Duty, but I've sunk more hours into the latest COD in comparison. Damn. Ginyu Force, have you considered scrapping the store in favour of a battle pass? I know Tour of Duty is like a free battle pass, but I can't think of many people who would prefer... I can think of many people who would prefer a $9.99 battle pass every 3 months to support TC with everything else grindable. Are there plans to go back to the Gears 4 version of Escalation? It was my favourite game type, and as someone who hit Diamond back in early season, I can't stand playing it anymore. It went from pulse pounding to lackluster. Are there any plans for campaign DLC? When is the multiplayer map maker coming out? I don't think there ever is one, is there? With that being said, can you bring over more Gears 2 maps this time? The size of those maps would make for such a fun meta. Tuning is fine. The problem is aim assist on core modes. From Gears 2 all the way to this, I can't really say this feels like a Gears game after Gears 4. I didn't really find that Gears 4 felt like much of a Gears game campaign-wise. Anyway, multiplayer was okay. I think a lot of people love the Gears 4 multiplayer. I wasn't too keen on it. It was okay. So I think the question there he's asking is, everything in the shop should be unlockable, but if you don't want to... Alright, let's reword that. I think what he's trying to say is, have you ever considered scrapping the store in favour of a battle pass? Basically, I think what he's trying to say is, so everything is grindable. So, like, you can choose to unlock manually or pay to skip. I think that's what he's trying to say. There is a multiplayer map maker. They said it would introduce post-launch. Maps are Lancer heavy. It used to be close quarters. Too many open exposed maps, which is interesting, Quay, because... Or Key, should I say. Quay. I don't know why I said Quay. My mind was just gone there. Is because... what was I just saying then? My mind's gone. Yeah, everyone wants Gears 2 maps, right? But I'm pretty sure Gears 2 maps will be really, like, Lancery. Yo, Stowman. Check my question, Sam. Got no thumbs, but very similar to Gibeah's question. I don't know why that message got retracted. That was weird. Your message just got deleted for some reason. I don't know why. Why is Jordan's question? There he is. Within the current state. Can I speak properly? With the current state of the game, what dramatic changes would you implement to retain/regain a strong player base? From having a Tour of Duty Battles Pass oriented game, all all individual aspects of the game are associated with the tour. Why isn't the game free? Like other titles that use this leveling system, such as Fortnite or Apex, the store wouldn't appear as offensive if the game was free to play. Maybe like an arcade is free, but then, yeah. So that's that's better worded, isn't it, than the other guy's question? All right, you get knocked out. That's a better question. Okay, Jordan with the big question. So, yeah, we're trying to... I think I'm trying to do... They're probably not even going to answer these questions. Like, he DM'd me. Maybe he does. If we do, like, 2 for each section... So, probably, like, content, store/content. I think that's probably going to definitely go in there as one of them, because I see that question a lot. This one. So, that's probably, like, our first question, like, locked in about store and content is... With the current state of the game, what dramatic changes should we say, what, because I guess I'm speaking to Dana, what dramatic changes do you want to implement to retain/regain a strong player base? I guess we could cut that section out, even though it's a good question. I imagine what he's going to do is he's going to answer that part of the question and then ignore this part of the question because I'm a politician. Yeah. You know he's going to do that, isn't he? Let's not give him the option. Let's trap him. This game features a Tour of Duty/Battle Pass. All individual aspects of the game are associated with the tour. So, why isn't the game free? Other titles that use this leveling system, such as Fortnite or Apex Legends, are. The store wouldn't appear nearly as offensive if the game was free to play, but then you buy the Tour of Duty to have access. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Other titles, yeah. If the game was free and certain modes were free to play, like arcade, but to play ranked, but then you buy the Tour of Duty and have access to ranked gameplay and additional content to grind for. Did you ever consider this? Yeah, boy. Why are we not? Can we have the same font, please? Lovely Arial font. Thank you. Is that a long question? Is that a long question? This game features a tour of duty / battle pass. All other aspects of the game are associated with the tour, so why isn't the game free? Other titles that use this leveling system, such as Fortnite or Apex Legends, are. The store wouldn't appear nearly as offensive if the game was free, and certain modes, let's say, could be free to play like arcade, but then you buy the tour and have access to ranked gameplay and additional content to grind for. Okay. Let's scroll back up. When will TC try fixing a hit box with the sniper? You don't even need to aim. That's like aim assist, isn't it? There's still... Should we just ask a question about aim assist? Because everyone hates aim assist. They will just argue that the game features a full campaign and other modes, hence why it's not free to play. That's true, but why not make the campaign payable then, and then a free to play multiplayer? Yeah, you know he's going to answer it like that, isn't he? All right, we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that because he might say something. Check Reddit. They have some good ideas. I'd rather not go on Reddit. They banned me on Reddit for submitting my own content. They said it was self-promotion, so what's the word? I'm boycotting Reddit. But then they would be best to engage Ryan on the Gears forums. Forums have some pretty interesting people on there, let's say that. Why did they remove stuff from the shop? Only skins I've been interested in are the Skeleton Cated Chrome Hunter. Yeah, they've answered that question before, and their answer was that they didn't want it to be an Amazon store where everybody could just flick through and buy what they wanted. But I'm like, hello, Amazon's pretty successful, mate. You might want to think about that. Yeah, do you think we should ask that then? Maybe that's the last content question for the shop. Yeah, why is it sort of promoting fear of missing out in a retail game? I think that's probably... I think a lot of people want that question. The shop features a lot of content. However, every week it's removed. This creates a pressure to buy or fear of missing out. Why are... Yeah, this isn't right. This is not in the question, but this is another thing that annoys me. They said that DLC and MTXs pay for future content, so we pay for the future content with our MTXs, and then it gets taken away. The shop features a lot of content, however, every week it's then removed. This creates a pressure to buy or fear of missing out. If microtransactions fund post-release content, why is that content we funded taken away? Yeah. Answer that one. Yeah, boy. That's a good question, isn't it? What about those two questions? I know for me, fear of missing out is the reason. Yeah, fear of missing out is the reason, but I'll just make them long. Fuck it. If you don't want to answer them, you don't want to answer them. Characters no longer have unique I don't know, I can't speak this morning or this afternoon. Once it's gone, it's gone. Yeah. Why not launch? Do you think we should ask that? Why not launch with the characters from the previous games? Because that was a decision, right? They obviously decided to not launch with Delta Squad in the game. Somebody made that decision. Is that like the most pressing? Press F for Black Steel. I mean, we've got some more questions here. Like, we've got loads. Got like 70. I've got some interesting ones. Like, you can help me pick out. Why did you add all of the stuff that the Gears community disliked? Microtransactions are handled horrendously. I literally can't earn any skins. In Gears of War, I got so many skins for free. Now I'm playing the game for nothing other than grinding a rank system that's broken, and the shotguns are inconsistent. There's barely any maps. Why are there so few maps? Why are you drip feeding us content? What should we say? Like, why? What about a general? What about this? Because that kind of fits both of their questions in. What about a question that's something like, Gears at its core has always been a multiplayer based experience. What was the thinking behind the choice to remove Delta Squad for a huge Game Pass launch, and also only feature, was it 7 multiplayer maps? Icebound, Vascar, train map, laser map, bunker, training grounds. What else am I forgetting? That's 6. Training, bunker grounds. There's one more map I'm forgetting, isn't there? But let's say, I think that. Yeah, why do I have to pay for my country flag? District, Vascar, District. Yeah, District, there's 7, isn't there? Yeah. So what about this for a question? Gears at its core has always been a multiplayer-based experience. What was the thinking behind the choice to remove Delta Squad for a huge Game Pass launch and only feature 7 maps? P.S. Your flags are very expensive, mate. Do we want any campaign questions? Nah, do we? We don't really. We know what the campaign is. It is what it is, isn't it? We don't really need any campaign questions. That's not like the most pressing thing. They also removed the Scotland flag. Scotland forever. They said because they have to balance the perks. Yeah, but they could just release them without perks, just as a skin, right? Why is stopping power still part of the game? It makes the Lancer a primary killing weapon rather than a support weapon. Ryan said they're proposing to have a uniformed aim and assist turn off in all rank modes and then using a toggle. Why would anyone toggle it off? Can you remove ranked aim assist? Time to kill is too quick. Gears 5 is different to Gears 4. Rank system's broken. Should we ask about stopping power? Scotland forever. I don't see it as a kill weapon. I would say the Lancer is a pretty damn... Put it this way, man. You can easily get like 40 kills with a Lancer. Remove the delay in the roadie run. Sorry, I'm still got a cough. Do you think they'll ever remove... Well, there's a lot of people asking for aim assist. Let's just throw like a two-part question in there. What about this for a question then? 2 points my community has made. One is they don't see the need for stopping power anymore with how many support tools are in the game to help stop pushes. And aim assist / killing people that you miss is one of the largest issues they have with the game. Are there any plans to tackle this? All assault rifles to be nerfed to a point of practically useless. I don't think anyone's saying that. I don't think anybody wants the Lancer to be useless. So, is that really a question? 2 points my community has made. One is they don't see the need for stopping power anymore with how many support tools are in the game. With how many support tools there are in the game to help stop pushes. And the aim assist / killing people you miss is one of the largest issues they have with the game. Are there any plans to tackle this? The Lancers are fine. Aim assist, aim assist, aim assist. Remove Breaker Mace, 2 OP. Yo, Mr. Ouch. I challenge you to a 1v1 for 50 bucks. Sorry, I don't use books. I read them. I'd like to see Capture the Leader as a game mode. My roommate and I played that religiously in Gears 3. Could we get a $25 to $50 support emblem that upgrades every time you say subscribed, and it gives a skin? So that's kind of like a battle pass style system, isn't it? That can be redeemed if you buy the subscription later. Assault rifles should only be powerful enough to down one enemy and kill an enemy picking up weapons like from Gears 1. Well, I think it should be, yeah, but I think a lot of people don't agree with that. The movement feels empty, like I have no feedback through the controller. Corners are sticky and inconsistent. Everything needs more punch. It takes 6 months to make / redo a map. Play smarter, play as a team. The Lancers aren't too bad to avoid. Well, I would say that the Lancers are okay to avoid if you're playing against like 2 like average players. If you're playing against 3 people communicating, you're not really going to be able to push, which I know people can look at it and say, you're running into 3 people, you shouldn't be allowed to push. But I think there's a difference between like being allowed to push and like having a 5% chance of maybe pulling off some miraculous play and having 0% chance. I think like it's ever so slightly too. Alright, well, 1v1 me on stream, you coward. You will never achieve my level of greatness. Sorry, mate, I only 1v1 subscribers. If you're enjoying the stream and want to subscribe, head over to Twitch, hit that subscribe button. Thanks very much for reminding me, mate. I feel Gears 4 camera was placed slightly back and above, whereas Gears 5 is closer and down. I think this affects the hipfire. Like Gears of War UE was so promising for TC in the future of Gears, but do you think UE was really promising because they just remade a good game, and it's kind of like when they're in control of their own game, it's a little bit scuffed? How about a shotgun only playlist? So for me personally, I find shotgun only boring. I do like other power weapons and lancers on the map. Why did they remove the speed buff boost for going into cover? I mean, if there are 3 people answering at you and you push and die, that's what I'm saying. I'm expecting to die in every Gears game. If I'm running into 3 people, I'm expecting to die. However, in previous games, there was like a very, very small percentage chance that you could do something. In this game, there isn't. I think most people would agree with that. To be fair... Right, let's... what do we think then? Do we think these 4 questions are okay? I think they're alright. If anyone's got any specifics about maybe multiplayer... Stotty is always saying nerf the clip size of the Lancer, which I kind of have to agree with, because nerfing the clip size in the Lancer, in a way, is like... It's like a safety net. It kind of nerfs the damage, because there's a certain amount of damage output that gets lowered because there's less bullets, and then you have to factor in the time to reload, which again lowers the time to kill. Token 91, no comment. I'm in a no comment position with that. No comment. I'm lawyered up. No comment. Hey Kevin, appreciate it. Bring back 8 Nasher rounds. Well, they are fixing the shotgun, so when you reload, you always get 8 bullets now, or always get full bullets, or whatever it is, so that might help. You tried to trip me up? No comment, mate. Sorry. I've got my lawyer behind me. Nerfing clips won't work because you have more than one person lancering you, but then you have to have more than one person lancering you, right? So that's sort of a nerf in itself. It requires a bit more teamwork without directly harming the gun. Maybe we could talk about that. I might not. One thing I don't know about people in chat. One thing that I wanted to ask was, what will we ever see a removal of power weapons on the map? Right now, I feel there's too many. Would you agree? I'll carry on reading some more questions. I shoot people and get 91%. That's probably just because you're ever so slightly out of gib range. And that's what this... I mean, I guess we can talk about gib range as well as a question. Do they have any plans of removing stopping power? Will it ever look more realistic? Any plans to fix the input lag? Add new characters, fix the input lag. Will you ever upgrade the gore? Do I think they'll ever bring back the majority of the Gears maps? No, because if it takes them 6 months, and we told them today that we want Gears 1 maps, it's going to be like 6 months for them to come out, and probably people will have finished by then. The Dasher does need a clip increase. I think for me, personally, and this is because I guess I don't spam my shots, I have found the 6 bullet Nasher to not be a problem, because I always do a reload in the middle of a fight anyway. It's just kind of force a habit. I do find annoying, though, is the actual amount of ammo it gives you. Like, I hate having to scavenge around for shotgun ammo. I don't know what you think about that. What's your thoughts on 4v... Yeah, 4v4 versus 5v5 could be interesting. That's another point we could look at. Clip size, 4v4. Someone just said something in chat there that was interesting. Ask them if we can get more Kate skins. Why does the Breaker Mace have a lunge and adds life to the user? Yeah, I think they're looking at that. Oh yeah, Gib range. That's what people were talking about. Gib range. So that's like one. Let's say this is the 10th question. Yeah. Should we just do it like this? 10. 9. 8. 7. Yeah, it's impossible to clutch because like I think that goes down to 4v4 though, because there's just too many people on the map, there's too many angles. Is anybody interested in asking any escape based questions? Anything like that? What was the logic for negatively changing the points awarded? I think they just think that they're not as worth. They said like a cap is as much as a kill or something, third of a kill. Horde question, are they going to bring the Locust back? Are you planning to reduce the Gib range? If they can't put skins in the game because of balancing abilities, why not put skins under other characters? Will the Corpser return? What was the reasoning behind removing the Locust? I think they just wanted a new story, didn't they? Why are they acting like this game is free to play? Why have they put so little emphasis on gore as part of the art design? That's true. Yeah, that's an interesting question. Let's do gore. Any plans to update the matchmaking system? Doesn't work. Make one shot, one kill a permanent mode. Give us freedom of choice. They say they won't do like 5 of 1 character because it breaks the balance. They're adding old content and acting like it's new. Yeah, I agree. Like bringing back Baird is like meant to be a thing. Like that's a thing we're meant to be excited for. Everyone asking for Locust. What should we say? Like that would be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. See if we can find another good question. Do they plan on making this game anything? I can't read that one. What's the outlook on original characters rejoining the Gears roster? Yeah, that's what we were talking about. New content being hyped. Old content being hyped like it's new. When is the new Omen update happening? Shiro made an excellent question. What content sells the most in the store? Who tests the Horde mode before it's been released? Why is TC starting a 3-month cycle of grinding? Ryan showed this week a video about the alt controls. Can this be implemented on PC? Why are you drip feeding content? Beast mode, Nasher adjustment, ranked. Can you fix ranked? Why do I still lose points in ranked? Alright. Those are mostly the questions we got from YouTuber. Anyone in chat want to fire any more? Maybe specifically about maybe Escape. I'm not really too bothered about Horde. Everyone wants more Locust, don't they? Less robots. Yeah, there is a lot of robots in Horde, isn't there? I think that's just like the Gears universe they've created, though, right? So let's say question 6. Let's remove this, right? Escape feels like it's there just to complete the tour of duty, similar to Horde, which I used to have fun playing. Hey, thanks, Isaac. Locust drone in Operation 2 means there could be at least 10 variants. Sorry. AI is dumb. Will skins from Gears 4 be transferring over to Gears 5? Definitely not. No chance. What was the decision behind the abilities slash... Well, I think they said they wanted characters to feel like a class. They wanted it to feel more class-based. I think they've kind of answered that one, but yeah, they wanted it to feel more class-based, so like when you see somebody playing Caitlyn, you know what they do. I really don't like Escape. Skill-based matchmaking. Yes, great question. Completely forgot about it. Good question. What do we reckon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What about those for some? Why is there such a... I think the disconnect is because people don't know what they want in general. That's kind of like... I think it's that most people have come from different games. I think I can word it in a certain way. Give me a chance, one moment. Alright, let's say... yeah, I'll read them out at the end. They didn't know Knight, but basically they just don't want to do that. They spoke about that. They said that some games only count down the boost when you're playing. Like if I buy a 24-hour boost in League of Legends, I have to play 24 hours of League of Legends. But in this game, it's just like you sign in and it starts ticking down. How can there be skill-based matchmaking if it takes no skill? All right, should we tackle the skill-based matchmaking question? Okay. In chat, who likes skill-based matchmaking? So we know how to word the question. Because I don't like it. I think I tweeted this before. AFKs and quitters. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my tweet here. Alright, here we go. Here's my tweet. I've got my tweet now. What's the alternative to skill-based matchmaking? Just like roll in random lobbies like the game used to be. Turn it off. Yeah. Young Gamer 76. Yeah, exactly. There's loads of different types of gears. I do like that they changed points in King of the Hill, how they took away the caps. But if there's no competitive aspect, I don't see the point. Well, the competitive aspect is just to win. Is just to win the match, right? And if you want to go a step further, you can play like a scrim in like a custom game. So you want the ranks to be, David, you want the ranks to be like more visual. Okay. Alright, so skill-based matchmaking. How do we word this? A big... I don't know why it keeps changing my font, bro. Stop. 12 Arial. A big thing in the community at the moment is skill-based matchmaking. Are we asking them? Are we asking them more why it's in the game? Are we asking them to turn it off, or are we asking them more what do they think about it? Is that what we're more asking? If I play with me and another master rank, I only get 3 bronze teammates. Well, that's because there can only be a total amount of ranked in the pie, so to speak. It's not a very good system. That's why I don't recommend including it. I think it should go. Makes multiplayer feel like a chore. Yeah, so here's what I was thinking. There's like a pie, and it's like, I think it's like 100,000. So like if you make up 40,000, you and your friend make up 40,000, it needs to divide the rest of that pie up with like between 3 people. So then you get like 3 guys worth 20,000. Alright, let's try this. A big thing in the community at the moment is skill-based matchmaking. Many people dislike the culture this creates. Or let's say environment. Environment it creates. So this is what I thought. I thought ranked should just be a game mode that starts 5v5. It's got good settings, good swaps, remove the elo system, and then tie a certain amount of kills and assists in a season, or the amount of MVPs, or whatever they choose, to the skins. So like if you played ranked this season, you wouldn't have to get masters to get the Flaming Lancer. It would just be like, get 4,000 kills in ranked, and then if you were bad at the game, you could play a bit more and still get the kills. But if you were really good, you could get the skin early and unlock it early. So then if you bumped into somebody in the middle of a season and they've got like the Lancers on fire, you'd be like, oh, that guy's already got 4,000 kills in like the ranked multiplayer, he must be pretty good, you know? And that way it gives you something to play for. And it's not just like purely based on the win. Like if you're in a bad game but you're doing pretty well, you're still like, oh well, I got a lot of kills towards my thing. Elo's just like the skill-based matchmaking. Elo. Yeah, stack teams. Well, I think I don't know if it's like, how do I word it, like, I think it's like they know if someone's playing against somebody that's stacked, but they just don't do anything about it, because I think the player base is too small to actually do anything about it. If Gears is becoming a participation trophy at this point, I'd want a way to earn the multiplayer skins, like you said. So let's say it creates an environment. I've already said that. I know everyone keeps saying nerf the breaker mace, but I can't really ask that as a single question. It's a bit of a wasted question, and Dana's already said it's on the nerf list. They're looking at it. I'm just gonna put my question in and then reword it with what you say in chat. How about that? Because my brain's not working right now. 12. Arial. So, many. Should we just say many people? Most. Should we say most? Do we say most people just play ranked because it starts 5v5 with no bots, or do people actually care about their rank? Because maybe that's just a modern thing, but I don't really care about my rank. Yeah, Max, we've got a question on stopping power. You don't care about your rank. I would say most people play ranked purely to get a game mode. Yeah, Justin, we've got a question coming up on that. I need to word it. I play for a challenge, quick play. Yeah. Why has Gears gotten such a lackluster range of characters? So I'd say a big thing in the community at the moment is skill-based matchmaking. Many people dislike the environment it creates. Most people play ranked purely to get a game mode that starts 5v5 with no bots, has good settings, and weapon swaps. I would say these are long questions, but I'm making them. Custom games, custom ranked settings, etc. Now, the only thing that matters is the win, not the fun. I feel like what I'm gonna say is like, because he's answered this question before. What if you say to Node? If you say to Node, "Oh, rank should be fun," he's like, "Well, go play casual." But casual like is completely different to ranked, right? Like if you play casual, it's not even Gears of War. Yeah, that's probably true. Although, funnily enough, everybody hated Epic back in the day. Yeah, the people exactly like there's too much of a drop from when the merch arrives. Since 2006, Gears have had a culture of custom games, custom rank settings, and just playing for fun. Right, what's weird about this is I think Node said himself that Gears players said they're more about the feeling of the game and the look of the game rather than skill. I'm pretty sure that's the exact words he used. But then we created a ranking system that goes completely against that. I don't know how to word it. Is there a platform where I can post my ideas? Yeah, right now in chat. I'm listening. I don't know what my question is, rather than just writing a 55,000 word essay. How do I make this into a question? What's a question we want to ask? Do you think they'll ever remove it? Do you think that is that the question? Would you ever consider removing it? A big thing a big thing in the community at the moment is skill-based matchmaking. Many people dislike the environment it creates. Most people play ranked purely to get a game mode that starts 5v5 with no bots, has good settings and weapon swaps. If they want to truly compete, they play scrims with 10 other try-hard players in a custom. Since 2006, Gears has had a culture of custom games, custom rank settings, and just playing for fun. But now it's all about fighting for elo in a hit or miss system. Have you ever considered tying skin unlocks to X amount of kills in ranked and removing tiers? You know, like, what's stupid is, I feel like, couldn't TC just make skill-based matchmaking a toggle? But that would split the player base again, wouldn't it? I guess that's something they're trying to avoid. I think this question's not very good. I don't know how to reword it though. I don't know what the question is we want to ask. Should I just say, have you ever considered going back to the basics with the ranked system? Just say that. Because I'm sure they can expand on that. Well, the thing is, would you get fun lobbies though? That's the thing. If you played in a game, let's say your whole team has got skill-based matchmaking turned off, but then you come up against somebody that's got it turned on, and your team goes down to 4v5 or something. The other guy in the other team's actually now playing for his elo, so he still has to super try. DBD has a nice matchmaking, 9 times out of 10. What's DBD? I've never heard of that. Yeah, they're all sweaty. Let's Dead by Daylight. Let's say this. Previously, if they wanted to truly compete, they play scrims. They played scrims with 10 trial players in customs. It's all about fighting for your lane. Have you ever considered going back to the basics with the rank system? Should we say, what about allowing players to host their own ranked game with no skill-based matchmaking? You know, like how I used to be able to host games? Why is this doing this? Stop auto numbering. Stop. Yeah, I think silver is the rank that people just get stuck in. We've got some of these questions as well. Something about gore. I think the Gib range. We can speak about the Gib range, can't we? Because the Gib range is super annoying. What question's this? 6. This is question 6. Silver 1. Stott is still silver 2, but he's terrible at the game. So that's why he's silver. I'll show you some Gib range. Should go my file of Gib range. Was this Gib range? Like here, man. I feel like this clip here, this like sums up why Gears is annoying. Like this kills me. And I think the reason it kills me is because the Gib range, let me get my pen out. The Gib range, right? It's not from her body there to me. Like that used to be like the Gib range, right? This. Right? So when I'm playing the game, that's what I see. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get gibbed. But on Gears with the whole barrel, it's actually like from my gun to like her gun. So that's kind of like the Gib range. So it just looks different. So you get blown up from there, and I'm like, what? How's that blown me up? Because my head is looking at this. That's what I'm looking at. But really, I should be looking at this. That's where it like messes with me. Should we just say this? Are you planning to reduce the Gib range and add damage by distance and add damage from distance to the Nashor like Ryan said? Yeah, apparently, yeah, that's more than I've ever got on Twitch. Yo, people that watch on YouTube, you need to follow me on Twitch. That's where the action's at, because I can't say anything and I can't play music. I can't do anything on YouTube. It's very limiting. Are you planning to reduce the Gib range and add damage from distance to the Nashor?
Got something that might interest you.
Like this guy here, just followed. There you go. He's following on Twitch. He knows what's up. Should we just say that? Are you planning to reduce the Gib range and add damage from distance to the Nashor, like Ryan said? He ideally would do if the community...
Stranger!
It's all going to start flying off now, innit? Yo, appreciate those follows. Alright, we want 10 questions, so we're going to have to cut some out. We've answered this one.
Stranger!
Yo, thanks for those follows. I'll spam me Twitch. Here's me Twitch in chat. I don't think you're allowed to do that, but deal with it. Alright. So here's one. We've got, what are the devs doing to increase the player base? if you can't make the goal, yeah, this was the question we wanted to ask.
Stranger.
I don't know how to stop that, but yo, appreciate this. Number 4, we've got
something that might interest you.
they could just put competitive tuning into Gears 5. I think people didn't like competitive tuning though. That's what Ryan said. People, when they lowered the gib range, everyone cried apparently. That's what Ryan said. I don't know if that's true. I never got to play competitive gib range. OBS has a slider to turn it down. It doesn't for me because I use this. I use like Studio Labs. I can do maybe this, Twitch alerts. Does that work? Oh well, we'll see if that works. Yeah, Ryan seems to think that everyone hated the competitive tuning from what I've read from him. Yeah, I'm not online on Twitch right now. I'm on YouTube. See, people say the core shotgun was terrible in Gears 4, and it was, but at least it was like consistent. It was just a 2-shot down. When something's consistent, you can learn to like deal with it. I was like, oh, I get 2-shot down from this distance, like I better do something, you know.
Got something that might interest you.
Alright, what about that? What about this as a question? If you can't make the goal better because of development cost and thinking it won't have a big player impact, why did you make, I don't really want to say Pride banners because that's just anti-Pride. Why did you make a load of alright, let's say, why did you make, in some people's eyes, a load of banners and poor skins / marks that nobody wants? I wish Gears can have an option where you can play an online match and choose either COG or Swarm. Well, that's what it was. You used to be able to go in a lobby and pick your side. You could play as Locust every game. This is why we need lobbies back. Yeah, everyone just wants skins. Hey, Ado, thanks. Hey, that's a nice idea. But then you'd probably be forced to wear the banner the whole time, right? Or you mean like just owning it gives you an XP bonus over the time of the account? That's a pretty decent idea. I mean, I think we've spoke about AFK and quitters. I know it's a big problem, but they're really talking about it a lot on Twitter, so I think that might be a bit of a wasted content. Goal we've spoke about gib range. Should we speak about
Stranger.
clip size 4v4 and old content? Those aren't some bad questions. No one cares about the banners. And then I'll read out the questions. So, what question do we want to start with? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know it comes out on the 11th, the actual Operation 2, right? But I'm not sure when a trailer comes out or anything. New movement? Yeah, Ryan said they are working on that. How about we start this? This could be our first question, right? Question 1. A lot of my community are concerned that Gears is re-releasing older content and hyping it like it's new. Will Gears 5 see an increase in content that's brand new? Should we say that? I don't know, like, I do want to mention the Path of Exile cycle to him, because I think he'll know. I think he'll know about it. What do we think? A lot of my community are concerned that Gears is releasing older content and hyping it like it's new when it should have been in at launch. Will Gears 5 see an increase in content that's brand new? Or are you sticking to the 3-month cycles? Like, let's just throw Path of Exile in there, because you know he knows about it. Are you asking if you followed me? Jacob did, Ambry, K-Wolf, Adopted, BB Edits, Grum, Deathcrom, Pete Nob's Glasses. It's a little inside joke there. Rockstar code for anybody that wants it.
A wise choice, mate.
Do you trust that? Do you trust that link? Should we ask about the Lancer? We feel the Lancer is in a good state right now. However, there is too much ammo available in comparison. What about this? All right, I think we made it. Should we ask about? Is anybody interested in 4v4? And the reason I say 4v4 is because it's. I think it's bigger lobbies, right? Because there's only 8 people needed rather than 10, so it'd be faster search times. There'd be less people on the map, so there'd be a bit more maneuverability. Then you probably wouldn't need to nerf a load of stuff. I did want to ask about overall what happened to the Scorcher. That thing got put in the bin, thank goodness. That gun was ridiculous. Ask for Wingman. I think it's probably already coming. Like, they keep sort of mentioning it, don't they? He messaged me on Twitter, and he said I could ask him some questions, and I said, would it be okay if I asked like 10 questions from my community? And he said, like, no promises, because Tour of Duty's coming out, and it's you know, busy, but he'll try answer them, so I figured I may as well do it. If he doesn't answer them, he doesn't answer them, but it's okay. I feel 4v4 is too large of a change. Yeah, they do, don't they? They do think it's too... They're like scared to do big changes. You like 5v5? Okay, so I asked, what do you prefer about 5v5 rather than 4v4? I'm going to just change this question a little bit because I actually forgot to mention. Are you planning to reduce the gib range and add damage from distance? Currently, it feels less of a shotgun battle and more of a guess the gib range. Scared of losing players or which players? Oh, mega lol. Yeah, that's what I've always said. They need to like go back to basics and like they need to, let's say they've got 10,000 players, which they probably don't. They need to risk losing 10,000 players with the changes they're doing to get 100,000 players. That's what they need to do. Ask for more starter weapons. Nah, I don't think you want to change any starter weapons. I do want to ask them just to remove the flashbang, but there's too many questions. Should we just make as many questions? Should we just keep adding questions and then ask him to pick them out? I don't know. 5v5 is fine. I like 5v5. 4v4. 4v4 is not as competitive. That's interesting. Yeah, exactly. High risk, high reward. That's what they need to do. You see, you're laughing. There was a thread. There was a thread on Twitter. There was a Reddit thread. There was a forum thread that said the sword off should return, and it was just massively upvoted. And I was just sat here like, what? What do you mean? I'm just used to the 5v5, yeah? That makes sense. Is EA joining... Is the coalition joining EA by exploiting their most loyal fans? No comment. I'm lawyered up. Small detail, but why do the Nash and Boltok headshots sometimes destroy the whole body? I'm not sure. Should we just do a section? We've spoke about the gore. So those are our 10 questions. So should we just do some side questions? Like, that they can... Should we do quick fire side questions? Alright, throw me your quick questions that are like very quick answers that they don't need to discuss. Hit me with them. Twitch is the worst? Yeah, it probably is. Ideally, I'd stream to YouTube, but none of my stuff works on YouTube, so I have to use Twitch. And I can also play music when I'm on Twitch, so that helps. They don't do 2 tune-ins. There's only 1 tune-in right now in the game. Okay, how long have I been on? An hour and 20? Alright, we've got like 10 minutes. 10 minutes to... 10-20 minutes to wrap this up, and then I'll read the questions, and then fire away some quick fire questions. Did I say anything about aim assist? Aim. Yeah, I did say something about aim assist. Okay. Quick fire questions. Questions that didn't fit, but people wanted to ask. Can we see the Hammer of Dawn return? When making relic weapons, why not make experimental old weapons? See how players like them. You should ask them why they think. Why do you personally think people dislike multiplayer right now? Why don't you... I run and roll with spacebar and wall bounce with scroll wheel, but sometimes I want to only take cover and it will force me to hop over a wall. Is that just because you're pushing A? You're pushing W at the same time. So if you W scroll wheel, it'll climb you, I think. Remove emotes from the store. When will the hammer burst become a loadout weapon? These are quick fire questions. Is there a possibility of bringing back the old execution mapping? What does that mean? Is there a possibility of bringing back the old execution mapping, or does arcade mean we'll never get... Oh, like the old control scheme? Are there any more questions anyone wants to ask? They talk about the Xbox controller setting for not rolling near cover. I just have a different key for my roll. My spacebar is run. My control key is take cover. Sorry, my spacebar is run. Take cover. My control key is roll. I've actually got a video on that. Will the digger return? Okay, so I'll read through the questions now, and then when I've read through them, it might jog your memory for some quick fire questions. Okay, so question 1. I'll interview Dana now. Hello, Dana. Welcome to the show. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Support that content creation goal if you're enjoying the stream. Make Gears great again. Now, Dana, now that we're sat down and everyone's comfortable, I want you to answer these 10 questions. Okay, number 1. Let me just load this pistol and put it under his chin and say, you better answer these questions, mate. Right. Question 1. A lot of my community are concerned that Gears is re-releasing older content and hyping it like it's new, when it should have been in at launch. Will Gears 5 see an increase in content that's brand new, or are you sticking to the 3-month cycle like Path of Exile? That's a great question, Z. God, you're absolutely brilliant. I know, Dana. Stop. Right. Question 2. We feel like the Lancer is in a good state right now. However, there is too much ammo available in comparison to other guns. Would we ever see a clip size reduction or overall ammo count reduction? Wow, I've never thought of that. That's absolutely brilliant. Thanks, Dana. Question 3. 4v4 was a staple of Gears. It allowed more breathing room on the map, less crossing angles, and overall playmaking. Would you ever consider 4v4 for ranked play? Well, we actually really like the way 5v5 is. There's a lot of team bonding. Alright, question 4. If you can't make the goal better because of development cost and thinking it won't have a big player impact, why did you make
Keep going, mate.
Hold on. Yo, stream's over, everybody. Anlaf, I don't want to butcher your name. Kununts. Keep going, mate. Yo, I very much appreciate that, mate. I will keep going. If you can't make the goal better because of development cost and thinking it won't have a big player impact, why did you make, in some people's eyes, a load of banners and poor skins / marks that nobody wants? We agree with that? Yo, appreciate that support, mate. Question 5. Are you planning to reduce the gib range and add damage from distance to the Gnasher like Ryan said he ideally would do if the community basically didn't moan? Currently, it feels less of a shotgun battle and more of a guess the gib range battle. Wow, that's a brilliant question. You really have a mind for this. Thank you, Dana. Right, number 6. This is a long one. A big thing in the community at the moment is skill-based matchmaking. Many people dislike the environment it creates. Most people play ranked purely to get a game mode that starts 5v5 with no bots and has good settings. Previously, if they wanted to truly compete, they played scrims with 10 tryhard players in a custom. Since 2006, Gears has had a culture of custom games, custom rank settings, and just playing for fun, but now it's all about fighting for elo in a hit or miss system. Have you ever considered going back to the basics with the rank system, such as allowing a player to host their own rank game with no skill-based matchmaking? This also solves problems such as wait times, as people can sit in the lobby and select the side they prefer. That's just reminded me. Quickfire question. Can we talk to teammates in between rounds with a mic? Yeah, pod question. Question 7. Gears at its core has always been a multiplayer-based experience. What was the barbaric, idiotic, and frankly stupid thinking behind the choice to remove Delta Squad for a huge Game Pass launch and only feature 7 maps? Question 8. By the way, do this and do super chats. I don't have super chat because my channel doesn't have AdSense, so I can't make any money from YouTube. That's why I do Twitch, because then people can Twitch Prime and like support. But yeah, my YouTube channel doesn't work with that sort of stuff. That's why I mainly focus on YouTube, Twitch. 8. 2 points my community has made. One is they don't see the need for stopping power anymore with how many support tools are in the game to help stop pushes, and aim assist / killing people that you miss is one of the largest issues they have with the game. Are there any plans to tackle this? Fair enough, yeah. I mean, I'd love to stream to YouTube. I think YouTube's a better platform. You can rewind, it's got quality options. It interacts with my YouTube fans, which I've obviously got more of. Right now it says I've got 61 viewers.
A wise choice,
I've never had 61 viewers on Twitch ever. So ideally, yeah, I do YouTube. Maybe I do YouTube streams and just put like support links in the description because you can't super chat or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I could do these more often. It would just mean I'd have to play on my own and I'd have to play without music, because I play in Discord and the people I play with just basically would say a load of TOS stuff that would just get me instantly banned on YouTube. Question 9. The shop features a lot of content, however, every week it's then removed. This creates a pressure to buy or fear of missing out. If microtransactions fund post-release content, why is that content we funded taken away? Surely we should be able to browse the content and purchase what we like / has been made by the team. And the last question, this game features a Tour of Duty / Battle Pass system. All individual aspects of the game are associated with the tour, so why isn't the game free? Other titles that use this leveling system, such as Fortnite or Apex Legends, are. The store wouldn't appear nearly as offensive if the game was free, and certain modes could be free to play like arcade. But then you buy the tour and you have access to ranked play and additional content to grind for. Did you ever consider this model? Quick fire side questions. Can we see the Hammer of Dawn return? Why do you personally think people dislike multiplayer? When will the Hammerburst become a loadout weapon again? Will the Digger return? Can we talk to teammates in between rounds with a microphone? Well, you need to make it more streamlined for people to support you. People would like to tip you just for your content. Well, it's always in. I don't think I could make it any more streamlined, to be honest. I don't know what else I could do. Like if you go to my Twitch, and you watch and you want to support, there's a link there that you can click, and if you go to my YouTube channel, in each video there's just a link that says, yo, if you enjoy the content and you want to support, you can do. So that's really all I really can do, to be honest. Like if you click a video, it just says there, if you enjoy the content and you want to support, there you go. That's all I can really do. I don't feel the dread of screwing up. I don't feel the... What do you mean by that, Speed? You don't feel the dread of making a bad move? You feel like you won't be punished enough? Is that what you mean? Alright, I think that's it then, really, isn't it? Do those questions sound okay? Are those some questions you want answering? So this is 3. Why does it do this? I don't know how you use Word. Stop doing this. 3. Why are you doing this? I don't want automatic numbering on, bro. I want to do the number myself. 2, 1. Stop that, bro. Oh, just undo it. Stop. You're going to watch a YouTube tutorial on how to follow on Twitch. I'll do you a live tutorial right now. What you do is you go to Twitch, you type in twitch.tv/ggz, and then you're going to see this button here. There's going to be a button here that says follow. Like if I go to somebody and I go to like this person here and I want to follow J Motions, you click follow. That's how you do it. I feel like having movement. I feel like movement mattered more. Yeah, I think they're trying to fix that. TCX like this is a free game. They probably. I'm not sure. Are there any just before we end the stream? Thanks for everybody tuning in. Is there any more questions you want me to ask? I can just tag them on a list at the end. We'll see if he responds. So I'll give 5 minutes for some quick fire questions. Let's see if I can pick any out from here as well. Fix Gears 5. This question. Where is... Should we just say, where is Rod Ferguson? Can you read my last message? I would like to know. I did read it in my head. I just didn't read it out loud. About the speed. Yeah, Ryan said they were looking into it on a tweet. So he's probably just going to say the same answer again. That the two people running at different speeds. He's probably going to fix or look at. Okay. Here's one. Why do headshots sometimes also destroy the body? If you have a 100 ping or above, you shouldn't be able to play. Can we get a ping limiter? E.g., don't put me in a lobby that has 100 ping. Speak. Can you speed up the time it takes to start an execution? Why did the devs tell us there would only be one tune-in when there isn't? But there is only one tune-in, right? What's the second tune-in? Splash on you with the water.
Got something that might interest you.
Remove excessive loading screens. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, that's a good point. You said you only wanted one tuning, but the community is split versus aim assist / no aim assist modes. Remove aim assist. Will Dom return? Alright, we'll take two more, because he's never going to answer these questions. We'll take two more, then I'll end the stream. Like Overwatch, Dom's dead. Well, that doesn't mean he can't return as a character skin. Like Overwatch and many other games. Why? You can have default characters, can't you? If you go in the main menu, and you click customize and then you pick the guy you want, that's always your default. I'm pretty sure. Because mine's always Marcus and Ram. Why have you butchered our games, you schleck? Can we see... Can we see the ranks of players post-game? Oh, also, this is one I'm going to put at the top here. Can we see the scoreboard of our last played match? Why can't we see that? Really? It doesn't set for you? For me it sets. If you go on Gears 5 and then... Should we see what Gears 5 has got for me? Then, that's a good... Yeah. What about this one? During the campaign stream, you said this is a return to war to the franchise, but you removed war from the name. LOL Omegalol. Well, no, we're not saying at the beginning. We're saying at the end. Like at the end of the game, you should be able to see people's ranks. Oh yeah, do you want to see this? You want to see this bug I found in Escape? Here's an Escape bug for you. Look at this bug. This bug needs fixing. Look at these graphics. Unreal. 4K LED no scope. Look at this bug. Needs fixing. Get it out of the game. When will the audio be fixed for Logitech users? I've not heard of that before. Why did Gears 5 not start? Yeah, I've kind of asked that one. Yeah, I'm just showing you like the default characters, and I think I'm done. I think would you say those are good questions? Oh, I'll show you what I got for getting 1% weekly store items. Let's not advertise that. Look, this is what I got for getting 1% masters. This was an infected shotgun. That was my infected shotgun I got. That was my pistol. Then we got a drop shot and a boom shot, and they just what time? Oh yeah, I also got a torque bow as well. There's the torque bow. It's just random. I normally tweet or if you follow it, messages you. Yeah, so that's what you get if you get 1% masters. You get a bug on your guns. Like I sat and grinded and got them all, and I was like, I use a snub pistol all the time. I'll get an infected snub pistol. And like the thing is, when you go to Escape and you go to the leaderboards and you look at the leaderboard, yeah, it tells you like what you get, but you can't click them. So I couldn't click the skins to see really what I was going to get. I was like, it kind of looks like there's some red stuff wrapped on it. It doesn't look too bad. I'll grind for it, and then when I got the skin, and I saw this pistol arrive, I was like, what even is that? Like, it looks like it's not as good as the gold one, or the team metal, or the white one. Doesn't even look as good as the factory, to be honest. A relaxed snub's not bad. I'll craft that up. Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, so when you go to your characters, if you click here, I feel like if you select this guy, and then you select like this guy, I feel like it saves it for your game. Well, it seems to do it for me anyway. Hey, Anlaf, appreciate that. They need coloured skins, no more metal and black skins, you can't see them. Why are PC players still stuck on Icebound as the home screen? I only recently found out there are more backdrops. Wait, there are? Oh, really? I didn't know that. Is it not an Icebound for everybody else? I'll add it to the list. Why do you say it takes 3 months to make these skins? Huh. I didn't realise that. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to submit these questions. I'll have to find out a way to submit them, because I can't just tweet him all of these questions, can I? Maybe I put it in like a paste bin or something. I feel like I can only change my skin when I'm queuing for ranked. Hey, appreciate that. PC's stuck on Icebound. There's a bug you can edit to fix it. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know it was stuck. I just thought that was just the background they'd selected. Hey, Dreamman, thanks. Alright, I'm gonna, yeah, I mean, I don't know if these will get responded to or not, but yeah, thanks for helping me with those questions. Hopefully you had fun in the stream. I'm going to spam some advertisement links now if you want to help support me. You know, this is where I would play a cool outro song, but I'm not allowed to play music on YouTube. If you are enjoying these streams and you want to watch more, do head over to Twitch, because that's mainly my main platform where I stream. So there you go. I'm now going to spam some links in chat if you want to help support. And then if you want to follow me, that's my Twitch. So yeah, if you're enjoying that, give it a whirl. Appreciate it, guys. And now I'm going to have to fumble around and actually find out how to end the stream. You have to pre-select flash because the smoke is now the default. Alright, peace everyone. Now he awkwardly tries to end the stream. How do I end this? How do I end this? Alright, I'm going to spam some more whilst I look around my computer. Just cut it on Streamlabs. Ah, does that work? Okay. Alright. Peace.